Welcome to Camilla and I. I'm Mark Cooper, and I thought today just do a quickie on my last week's work, because so far on Camilla and I hadn't really got any decent pictures with the brand new Sony A1. So anyway, you start to wonder what life's about and whether it's all worth it, etc. But then you have a week like last week. So why do we do it? Is it worth it? Is it worth owning the best wildlife camera in the world? Anyway, the first month of ownership up until last week has been a bit hit and miss, and mostly miss in the first month of ownership. So I was very pleased last week to get a few shots in the bag. I was beginning to wonder if I'd lost my mojo or the new camera was just jinxed in some way and I was never going to get a decent shot. Well, fear not. Hopefully you saw the opening sequence of shots of the brown hare shot in the Woodford Valley, local to me here in Salisbury. And this was taken at sunset and obviously showed a progression of shots of this brown hare drinking from this man-made concrete water trough. But it just shows a nice environment and light of this particular subject. But I could feel a limited edition coming on there, particularly of the one where the hare stands up on its haunches and finally has the final stretch of the day. So a man-nature adaptation sort of shot, the hare doing something a little bit different, and gorgeous light. And this was the sunset at the end of the day, just to show you how it evolved. This is why I own the Sony A1, the next sequence of shots taken on Salisbury Plain, a secret location. I'll give you a clue, you might get blown up if you go at the wrong time. A marvellous encounter with this hen harrier up here, absolutely amazing. Literally 2 seconds, and fortunately I had the 600mm on the Sony A1 and I was able to capture this sequence of 6 shots, 1/2000th of a second, f4, wide open, and produced an ISO between 100 and 160, so not much ISO at all. And the bird got progressively closer as it came out of the sun, all in a blink of an eye. But you can see from this sequence of shots, and I ended up with, as usual, just the one, hopefully a special edition. But what is a photograph worth these days? That was the question I was raising to myself, and I thought, well, I'll throw it over to you. I thought I'll ask you what you think this photo up here is worth. I thought I'd do it as a limited edition of only 5, and I'd blow it up to A2 size. This is just a trial test print at the moment. Anyway, see what you think. What's it worth? Let me know in the comments below. That's why I thought I'd just make this quick video, because I hadn't got much so far and it was nice to get a couple of decent shots in the bag. Yeah, so this picture is shot as seen. Obviously it's half a frame of a full 50 megapixels. So it's 25 megapixels basically smack on the bird in flight. Obviously a very limited burst of shots. I think it was 6 in the burst. I think I might have done 2 very short bursts to get this shot. All 6 of course were in focus and sharp. Unbelievable. The Sony A1 for you. But yeah, what price do you put on an image like this? Very difficult to say. And a total one-off. I don't think we'll ever encounter this creature at such close quarters again in the wild. You may be able to set it up or have a particular area that's got an awful lot of hen harriers around, but yeah, bit of a unique shot. No added background or anything like that. This is the background as seen. So yeah, over to you really. What's it worth? So yeah, years of experience gone into this shot. Birds in flight, bit of a speciality of mine. But yeah, is it all down to the Sony A1? Let me know in the comments below. So this is why I do wildlife photography. It's not necessarily about the money, it's about these priceless moments in nature, which is nice to be able to capture and then subsequently bring to you to get it out there, as it were, because these moments are fleeting and you wouldn't see them necessarily just with the naked human eye, even if indeed you ever encountered a hen harrier at this close quarters. Anyway, if you watched last week's video, the thing you might want to know is whether we captured the barn owl, because that's really what we went out for. Didn't just go for this marvellous creature above, we did actually go for the barn owl. And yes, I have finally caught the barn owl on Salisbury Plain, third time lucky with the Sony A1. As I say, we were thinking we were jinxed with the Sony A1, but no, we did finally manage to capture the bird. So I'll leave you with this sequence of barn owl shots and then the final sunset of the day. So anyway, have a good one. Bye from Camilla and I.